Well, welcome to WGRB News. I'm Elizabeth Urschel, and this is Lonnie Norris, and we are excited to bring a special program to you today. Now, we know that everyone's a little down. Interest rates are up, inflation, there's a lot going on, but we are here today to offer you some hope, and we are so excited about a financing program we have to offer.
We really are. Since 2001, Granite Ridge Builders has built over 7,000 custom homes in northern Indiana, southern Michigan, also parts of western Ohio. And my brother-in-law, Tony Reinke, myself, we've been building homes now for over 40 years. We love what we're doing.
40 years?
Well, I'm kind of old. But anyway, we love the small homes. We love the medium-sized homes. We love the large custom homes. And one of the things that has really helped us is this unique financing program that has helped a lot of people into a home who never thought it was possible.
And I've been here 20 years, Lonnie, so about a half as many years as you've been doing this. And over the past 20 years, I've seen so many people take advantage of this program. We've worked really hard to create these custom homes that are affordable, whether it be you or a family, and it's also a safe place.
Let me share with you the backstory. About 50 years ago, I can't believe it's 50 years ago, my grandpa passed away and my grandma lost the farm. And my dad was a builder and he was a realtor, and he began to look for opportunities for grandma. And he found this unique finance program. It's been around since the 1940s that allowed my grandma to buy a brand new home, 2 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms, I can't remember, with an attached garage. Her payment was under $200, and she was able to move in that home, and that's where she lived until she passed away. The miracle of that story is we used to have family reunions in that home. I don't know how we got 50, 60 people in it, but we did. We built memories, and my grandma had security from the day she moved in to the day she passed.
What a blessing, Lonnie. And I'm excited to say that Granite Ridge Builders has been able to bless 1,500 people plus with this program and these new safe, clean homes.
So stay tuned today, because we want to talk to you about this unique way to own your own home with minimal cash outlay and at prices less than renting. Welcome to Between the Studs. We are Granite Ridge Builders, custom builders serving northern Indiana, northwest Ohio, and also parts of southern Michigan. We have been building custom homes for almost 2 decades, and we're really passionate about what we do. So join us today as we explore the processes, the trends, and also tips that characterize today's new home. Thanks for watching.
Welcome to a very important addition to Between the Studs. We're going to talk today a little bit about housing. There's been a lot of confusion. There's been a lot of misnomers about what's going on with the housing industry. We have a passion for building homes, and we have a passion for people to get into an equity building situation. So what we thought we'd do is we're going to take the whole program today and talk to you about some special programs that you might want to talk to your friends, your neighbors, or even yourself. So stay tuned. But first, who is this program for, and how can we help people get into an equity building situation?
You know, the interesting thing about this program is so many people think that it's first-time home buyers. That's not true. I mean, first-time home buyers can use it, but so can anyone who is looking to get out of a situation where their rents keep going up, costs keep going up, inflation goes up, and they can actually control their costs and not be at that extremely high interest rate that's going on in the world right now as inflation keeps rising.
It's been very helpful for so many people that we've come into contact with, young families, single families, or single parent families, being able to help so many young families in this way really get established, stop spending their money on rent, and start putting money into that equity building position.
You know, Izzy, I know a lot of people, single parents, let's say that are divorced. It's hard today, especially with one income. This has helped so many people. As Elizabeth said, over 1,500 families have taken advantage of this program.
How about that retired, that person who thought, now with the economy the way it is, I can't retire. This has been a great way for people to still be able to right size, get into that smaller home maybe, and still be able to retire.
Well, finally have Social Security. Can that work for this program?
Absolutely.
Yes. That's it? Wow.
And it's fixing the cost. They don't have to worry about rising rates when they get into something like this.
And guys, we can put a number on a mortgage payment, but you can't put a value on getting out of a rental situation or into a safe community with your family.
We've helped a number of pastors in our area. A lot of times they're single paying families, and we've helped a number of pastors, worship leaders, music leaders, whatever you want to call them, working in the church into a new home through this program.
Now, I know for a fact that we've built a lot of houses for people that work for their local city or the government. So I know that's a really great group. And then not to mention, my sister is a school teacher, and we got her on this program. And so school teachers are another one that this program works really nicely for.
So this program helps people from all walks of life, all different professions. I know that in our office, we've helped 10 different people with this program get into a brand new home. So as we go into this program, we're going to get into more detail on what it is, who qualifies, what it takes to build a new home under this special financing.
Now, guys, there is a ton of news out there, tons of misconceptions.
Yep.
Let's address some of those and kind of tell everybody what we're seeing and how we can help them and how these interest rates aren't going to be a deal killer for them.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, when we think about interest rates, if you look at the historical chart, the current rates are basically average. And so we have to take that into consideration. And the other thing is principal reduction, PR, not what we think of public relations, but principal reduction. Every month when you make a payment, you are reducing your principal by $300, $400, $500 a month, which is your money back in your pocket.
Alana, you know what's really interesting to me on this program? What you said was everything is normal rate, the high rate today, right? But this program rolls you all the way back to the lowest rates you've ever seen in your life. So we're almost reversing 2 years ago what kind of rate you could have gotten. You can get it with this program.
And that's why we say in this case, in this program, oftentimes your payment is going to be what you're paying in rent, or in some cases less.
Yeah.
Now, payments, I know, but what about location, location, location? Where can you build and own a home with this program? Well, we're excited because we've developed a lot of lots throughout our area that will qualify for this. So we have Huntertown coming, so just a couple miles from our office. Southwest off of Bass Road, we have a new subdivision. We have Cambridge Crossing in Columbia City, a villa. Those are just a few. We have a lot of opportunities when it comes to a new home, so we would love to talk to you about building one in your location.
I see so many friends of my kids, and then honestly, friends of myself who maybe are in a divorce situation in apartments, and I feel so bad. They are sharing walls with people. They are shoved into tiny 700, 800 square feet apartment, no yards. They've got dogs in there. It's a situation they don't have to be in.
So what you're saying is your children are going to be much happier, which makes your life much happier.
Absolutely.
And then what a lot of people forget to consider is they look at their rent payment and they look at what the mortgage payment could be, but what about those utility costs? Most of these apartments are a little older. They might be living in an older stock house. And once you really sit down and look at what they have to shell out every month just for utilities versus what we and how efficient our houses are, you're talking maybe 80 to 100 bucks a month for the utilities. That can really stretch the savings from that rent.
What about your warranties on a brand new house?
Yeah, warranties, the healthier homes that we're building nowadays. So there's a lot of advantages to get them into a new home.
And Izzy, the great thing is with Granite Ridge, you can customize your house. We don't have just one house plan available or two. We have so many plans available to fit your needs, and you can actually pick out the selections. You can't paint the walls in the apartments that you're living in, but you can pick out their wall color here. You can pick out your flooring color, your cabinets, and really make it your own for your new space for your family to enjoy.
You know, one thing that you've been talking about, it all makes a lot of sense, but the one thing we haven't touched on is the emotion of how your family is going to feel in a home instead of in an apartment. I remember, I've been doing this for about 11 years now, and I remember one of my very first people I worked with in a home. Her daughter was 8 when we got together, and we built her this home, and she just graduated high school. And she sent me a picture of her daughter in her cap and gown in front of the fireplace in their house that they built with us that long ago. And she was still thanking me because we changed their life. And when we did it, her payment is still under $900 a month.
That's awesome.
And it just really showed the power of what this special financing program can do for people. And we are going to be unloading all of this program here over the next 25 minutes or so. Please stay tuned because it could really affect you or another family member or another friend that you may know.
Well, Tony, that mirrors well with a show we just did on Home for the Holidays. So our goal is to let you guys enjoy Home for the Holidays very soon with this new program. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about it, guys. Let's get set up for those.
Okay.
Good.
Lonnie, don't touch that.
Izzy, it is not hot. But let me tell you something that is hot.
And that's all about our special financing program. This is the reason why we're here today. Now, this may not be the right program for you. You may already be in your home, but this program is perfect for someone that you know who needs to get into a home.
First of all, it is a 100% financing program.
That means zero down. So again, zero down, 100% financing, zero down.
This is a maximum fixed interest rate at 4% that can be lowered down to around 1%. And really, over 2/3 of the people who go through this program get that lowered down.
They do.
And when we're talking about payments, everything is included. So you've got PITI. When they give you that quote, your rate or your payment is your payment.
And typically we're talking about a range of $1,100 to about $1,500. And generally speaking, that is going to be comparable to rent, in some cases less.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to the income, it really depends on your family size. Because if you are a family of 1 to 4 people, you need to be making under about $63,000 a year. If you have more than 4 people in your family, we're talking about $80,000 or less. With a credit score that's pretty reasonable, you can get into that new home today.
And speaking of new homes, we're talking about 3-bedroom, we're talking about 4-bedroom, we're talking about ranches, 2 stories, in a lot of locations that we offer at Granite Ridge Builders.
This is all true, and we are living proof that this program can help so many people. And if it can't help you, maybe someone you know, but the fact is you can't try if you don't take the first step. And that first step is giving us a call. Let's talk with you. The answer is never no. The answer is going to be, let's see how we get you on this path, and let's make you a homeowner.
Well, I'm Kayla Stewart and this is Charity Freeman, and we have some wonderful examples of how this program has helped specific people in our area.
I had the opportunity to help a young man in our area. He was just getting started. He needed to find some place to live because his parents were moving. He's doing an electrician apprenticeship. So he's already got one foot on the right direction. And he started looking for some place to rent. It was gonna be $1,200 a month. And he thought, I'm gonna see if I could buy a home. His house payment, all in, taxes and insurance, is less than what his rent would have been. He's earning equity, he's got his own place, he's got a nice big yard. Think about how many years he has just advanced himself. It's so fun to be able to help somebody get their whole life started in the right direction.
Absolutely, and as a selection coordinator here at Granite Ridge, I have been able to help people for years, probably a couple hundred people with this program, and it is amazing. Every time I was able to see somebody come in and they looked at me and they say, I get to pick my siding color, I really get to pick my door hardware color. I mean, down to the every last detail. Every single person who walks in our door gets to pick the same exact things for their house, not any house that you build with us, and especially with this program, people are so grateful. I remember somebody calling me after the cabinets went into their house, and she was so overwhelmed with gratitude. She was crying because her cabinets were so beautiful to her because she knew she was going to own that home and be in that home, and it was a great situation for her. So it's truly a blessing for me to be able to see all these people come in the door and be able to help everyone. It is absolutely wonderful.
Charity, in our area here, there are lots and lots of people who are renting, and it's not necessarily a horrible thing, but I'm telling you, a lot of people are renting because they don't know the other options that are available, and we want to talk to you about that option today.
That's right. So many people rent because they think they have to, but you don't. With this special financing program, you may think it's not available to you, but it is. When you rent, you have to share walls with other people. You don't have that yard for Fido to run around in. Does anybody really have a dog named Fido? I don't
Let's
know.
make it happen.
You don't feel like you can hang things on the wall or you can't paint. All those things are available to you if you own your own home. If you are renting right now and you're paying $1,300 a month, what's that mean for you in 5 years?
For 5 years, that's over $75,000 that you do not have access to ever again. But if you are owning a home in that same time frame, that's over $50,000 that you would have in equity of your home that you could use for renovations for your own home. You could sell a home and use it towards your next home. And Charity, the one thing you forgot was a garage too.
Oh, that's right.
A garage was the main reason that my family had to go and get out of an apartment, because when you had children and you're taking them in and out of the car, my wife was like, we're not doing a place without a garage anymore.
Listen, I don't want to scrape my window. I'm not into scraping my window. If you are looking to just throw away $75,000, feel free to hand it my way. Listen, we want to get you into a home with a special financing program. All you have to do is give us a call today. Let us help you get into the home of your dreams.
Hi, I'm Tony Depker. I'm one of the new home specialists here at Granite Ridge Builders. In preparing for this show, I went back and I looked, and in the 10 years I've been here, helped over 170 families use this special financing program to get in their homes. And one story that really sticks out in my head was Sandy. Sandy came to us, she was 63 years old at the time, and her husband of 40 years had just left her. One thing that he never would do is he would never live in a house because he thought it was just way too much work. So Sandy came to me, and her one goal was to get into a house, and she had no idea what to do. She didn't even know what financing meant. So we sat down and we went through step A through step Z on everything that needed to be taking place, and she qualified for everything immediately. And in 7 months, we handed her the keys to her brand new house. She had 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, she had a 3-car garage, she was living Southwest, and her payment was $785 compared to where they were looking at renting, which was almost $900. When we handed her the keys, she literally cried from joy. This was her lifelong dream, to have a home that she never thought was a reality, and it became a reality.
So with our special financing, these are custom homes. Now, what does custom home mean? This means that Granite Ridge Builders has 4 draftsmen on staff that are going to help design your home. Mm-hmm. So a lot of these homes have, your kitchen, your great room, your nook, your 3 bedrooms. There's a lot of ways to shift this house around and really work with the space to make it right for you. So this home is completely custom on the special financing program.
Absolutely, and with that custom, not just floor plans, but the selections as well. Now, the big thing I want to make sure people do understand, when we say you have custom options and we have the special financing program, we're not suffering in quality. We're putting the same furnace in your house in every one of our houses, the same water heater, the same studs, insulation, drywall, everything is the same. The great part is we have wonderful included features with our home that you have to select from. You have probably about 15 different flooring options, so any color that you could think of that would fit your style, you can have. We have probably 15 cabinet colors. I think we have a couple hundred laminate countertop options. I mean, again, this isn't something that you only have one choice. This is what's going to be in your house. You have multiple siding colors. Again, the siding's the same on every one of our houses. So this is quality material, quality selections, and really you can customize it to your taste, style, and design.
And then you're going to customize it on your lot. Yes. So Granite Ridge Builders owns a lot of lots in our area, so you're not limited to one location. Mm-hmm. So a few examples, I mentioned earlier some of them, but we have a new location in Woodburn. Okay. There has not been any new construction in Woodburn for several years, so we're really excited about that. New Paris, Ligonier, Avila, Auburn, Angola. Absolutely. Again, I want to recap Huntertown, Markle, Southwest Fort Wayne off of Bass Road. Yes. So those are just a few of the locations that you can build this custom home. So please give us a call. We can put a lot on hold for you and get the process started.
We make this super easy because we have a huge 15,000 square foot showroom. You have your own personalized selection coordinator to take you through this process and make it so easy. We have picture examples to be able to show you of houses we've done before, so we take all the stress off of you. It's here in our showroom at Granite Ridge. Come on over, we'd love to talk to you.
Hi, I'm Izzy Rodriguez, and this is Mike Stewart, and we're just talking a little bit today again about the things that we've seen this program do to help people in our community.
Yeah, Izzy, I know you're a huge family man, and I'm the same way, and the biggest testimony that I can say about this special financing program is I've actually had a family member go through it. I trust this program. Now, my uncle Steve Boffman, he's been on our show several times here. He's the guy who plays the drums. He was renting. He was in a situation where he didn't think he was ever going to be able to own a home. Well, he decided it was time to get his family out of that situation. Him and his wife, Mindy, they moved from renting. They started working with Lonnie, and he found a way to get them into a home with this program. Now they own their own home, they're in a safe neighborhood, and they absolutely love it.
And this program was actually the first home that I remember living in, was a USDA home in Arkansas. So again, a very personal experience in my life with this program. And then the people that I've been able to help since working with Granite Ridge, young families that I've been able to work with that just had a newborn, and it was time for them to find their own place and being able to help them. But not only the young side of families either, as you've mentioned, we've been able to help so many people who are older as well. I had a divorcee who was just in tears at our closing table because she said, I just never thought I would ever own a home again. And to be able to bring that kind of peace and joy to someone's life is really why we do this. Again, like people talk about, not liking salesy people, and that's one of the things I've never wanted to be. But with Granite Ridge, this is an opportunity that we have to help people, to genuinely take people out of a renting situation where they're putting money down the drain and put them into a home that is theirs, that is personal, and be able to be a place for memories and love to abound for years to come.
Granite Ridge Builders is doing something unique to the entire country. I've never heard of anyone else doing this, and this is a special lease to purchase program.
Right. With this Granite Ridge lease to purchase program, we are outside the box, that's for sure.
It's really interesting because we are looking for people that want to buy a house, and they're ready to buy a house, but they may just need a little bit of time to maybe get a little time on the job, maybe get the bank financing ready because it's taking a little bit longer to get this done, who are really serious and motivated to get in a home now, but may need a little bit of time to get it closed up.
Right. Credit-worthy, stable job, want to own. We're going to help you do that by getting you into the home and then working towards the closing.
Hey, things are tough right now. And we know they're tough out there right now. And we know that you need to see some options out there, and not many options are being given. We want to be that blessing to you, and just go ahead and give us a call and we'll talk to you all about the special lease to purchase program.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth Urschel and this is Lonnie Norris. I've been with Granite Ridge Builders for 20 years, and I remember within the first month of working here at Granite Ridge Builders, I was introduced to this special financing program, and I was able to share it with one of my college friends. We were just out of college. She had a good job in human resources. She didn't have a lot of extra income, and she was a finance major. So she said, Elizabeth, I don't want to throw my money away at rent. I want to buy a house. What can I do? We were able to get her this special financing. She built a home on her own, and she enjoyed that home for 10 years until her family expanded enough that they had to move on to another home.
Wow. One of the most heartwarming experiences for me as it relates to this program is helping an elderly couple who had retired, who called us and said, I don't think it's going to work, but could we talk to you about this program and a home? They came up and we helped them sell their little mobile home. He had worked at the grocery store all of his life. They weren't people of means, and their pension was very modest. But we were able to help them sell the mobile home, and they took what little means they had, and they got an annuity, and we helped them buy a brand new home in Columbia City, and the monthly payment was just a few dollars more than what they were paying for trailer rent. They were a senior adult couple, but I think they did backflips all the way to closing.
And Lonnie, my friend, didn't have a lot of money saved. She hadn't been working that long. She was just starting out. She was able to purchase her home with zero down. You hear the news say you need 5%, 10%, 20%. That is not true.
No, we're talking about truly a zero down program, and as it relates to closing costs, oftentimes it's zero.
All right, Elizabeth, with the interest rates on the rise, there is this term ARM that keeps popping up again. Now, it's not a new term, it's actually an old term that's coming back in.
Now, ARM means adjustable rate mortgage, and you're going to hear a lot of things in the news that this is a bad thing and don't do it. Well, that is not necessarily true. This is a great answer to a lot of people's problems with the interest rate going up right now. So these are terms that are set from the beginning, this ARM. We have different partners, different banks that we work with, and they have some great programs. One, for example, is a 5-5 ARM. So you know from the very beginning what your terms are going to be. One of these programs starts out 2 to 2.5% lower than your standard rate right now.
Right, and that's 5% down. Now, I will say that I'm 37, anybody that's younger than me probably doesn't understand an ARM or never heard of an ARM before because interest rates have been so good. Anybody older than me remembers ARM as being something that they wanted to stay away from. And that's why it's getting a lot of bad publicity. But the reality is these new ARMs that are on the table, they are not your grandmother's ARMs, right? These things can and will save the majority, if not all of people, money for that first 5 to 10 years. And the reality too is, some people get nervous because it can go up, but it can also go down. So if people are thinking interest rates are going to go down and they're waiting because they're going to go down, this is a program that could work for them. And then two, they still have the option to refinance at a later date.
That's correct. So for example, a 5-5 ARM means that this is going to adjust every 5 years. There is a cap on this, but let's be honest, most people don't stay in their homes 30 years.
Right.
Who knows, within the next 5 years, rates might be down and you can modify that or refinance. So it is a great option and we do not want you to miss out on this great opportunity because it's still a great time to buy. We have wonderful homes and great financing opportunities.
Well, hey, we got to close, but I just want to say, hopefully you could see today how passionate we are about helping people into a new custom home that's affordable in this day and age.
Now, we mentioned that we've built over 1,500 homes on this program, and it's safe to say that as I talked to most of those people, at the beginning of this process, they really thought that there was no way they could get a home, let alone a new home. So this is something that really does apply to so many people, and if you don't think it's possible, just call us.
And we have beautiful spec homes that are finished and available today, and many of these do qualify for this special financing. So if you don't have the time to go through the building process, or you may just go to one of our homes and decide, gosh, this is perfect. This is what I would pick out. We do have these homes available, so you can always give us a call because we would love to show you exactly what we have.
Maybe we've already built your dream home, or maybe the special financing program doesn't apply to you, but I guarantee you know someone that you could bless by telling them about it, and then they can call us and we would love to help them.
It's amazing how many people call and the first words out of their mouth is, I know you can't help me, but I needed to make this call anyhow. And we're so glad that they did, because you have to get a game plan of what's going on. Whether you're ready now or you're not going to be ready for 6 months, we're here to help you. The biggest thing to do is you can go onto our website at graniteridgebuilders.com and you can fill out some information and one of us will get a hold of you, or just call our phone number at 260-490-1417, and let's start you down that path of home ownership.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about who we are, what we do, and why we do what we do so well, please pick up the phone and give us a call, visit our website, or even better yet, please come in our door. We would really love to talk to you all about this special financing program.
Okay, good job, guys. I thought that worked out
Do
well.
this.
Great.
Next up though, Lonnie, it's your favorite sports.
Oh, that's bounce the ball.
So we've got Mike Stewart.
Hi, I'm Tom Brokaw. And I want to welcome you tonight. Very true.
And that's the way it was.
Fireside chat.
You got that sexy voice going on right now.